Today's no good for going out. Did I say that yesterday as well?
Hello?
It's nearly time for afternoon tea.
Hello? That might have been a problem right there.
So the problem was that it got muted. So now at least I figured out what was preventing you from hearing me.
So I'll continue with what I was doing. Alright, yep, I'll go to this. Alright, now I'm back to Goro, who I last left off at. For Asaja, which was another 4-star character I got from an earlier banner.
Why not keep me company for a while? There'll be plenty of time for work later.
She's not available at the moment, but she will eventually, sometime, I don't know, but paid for her. Saya, she is another banner. A 4-star character for that banner. A lot of banners are random. I'll tell you when they're 4 stars or 5 stars. If I remember them. Dia, she's definitely a 4-star. I got it from my dreams that I explain afterwards. But you gotta pay for her. Kayong. He's another one you pay for. He's a 4-star. Dory. She's another 4-star, but she's mainly common when anybody's within the Electro area. You'll find her. On occasions. This run, you will not. I'll show you that next before the next bit. Kurishinobu.
It's nearly time for afternoon tea.
She's another 4-star you randomly get from banners. Only way you can get her. She's another cutie. Razor. He's a banner. Once in a while you can buy him from the store, and I'll show the store also to give explanations of that. Shulong. You can get him from the store and a banner. The banners always change, and I'll show the banners so you'll understand those also. Yang Fei, she is a 5-star. She will have her own banner later on in the future. Don't know when, but it happens. Everyone I'm showing you is everyone I own. All the characters I'm going through right now is people in my that I can use. Bandit.
Benny's adventure team, assemble!
He is another person that you get from the wishes. And that's all the characters I have. And now I'll go through the wishes. Those change. Like right now, you got character event wish to Blossom Violet. You'll get Mao Zing. You'll get another character. I don't know her name quite yet. Young Ling and the other character, but you have to take a chance. You have to have intertwined fate to unlock them. Right now I clicked on the 10. Because if you look on one area, it says, including 10 wishes is guaranteed to include at least one 4-star or higher item. That 10 wishes would include that triangle, that wishes times 10. So you're usually always guaranteed a purple, and on random occasions a orange. You get the orange, you're either going to get a weapon or you're going to get the character that you're on that banner. Which on this banner it'd be Miyoko. On this one it'd be Yomakua. But I have her. I don't have her. And then the next list you can choose the path you take.
Today's
These
no good
items
for going out.
are actually rare items that
Did
are
I
for
say that
the
yesterday as well?
players that are actually in the wish list. The Kagura Thunder and Pulse, that is for the first wish. That goes to her. While the Kagura Venery, that weird circular object, that goes to her. That's her weapon. Those are the two best weapons for those two characters. Now, this one is completely rare. I have the 3 characters, but it changes. Like, right now I'm going to go into details real quick. They'll help out a little bit, but not a lot. Because this wish list will never change. You got a 0.66% chance to win a 5-star character.
Why not keep me company for a while?
But
There'll be plenty of time for work later.
Characters always change, and if you end up going over towards the item list, it'll show you which ones there are. Like within 5-star drops you can get from this list. You got Dia, which I have not got yet. Chinari, I have not got him yet. Keelong, I have her. That's where I got her from. Mana, this is where I got her from. Q,
It's nearly
this is
time
where I
for
got her
afternoon
from.
tea.
Dalek, I do not have him yet. Jean, I do not have her yet. And then everything underneath I have not got yet. Besides this one right here, the Aquaria Fenora. I just unlocked that today, and that's what I've been unlocking while I've been working. Because that last weapon, that Aqua, I can show it to you real quick because I actually have it equipped and everything. That's the weapon right there. The Aqua Fortuna. And so far, that's about the best weapon I got my hands
Today's no
on.
good for going out. Did I say that yesterday as well?
Now, to explain the wishes, I'll go into the wish category to help you out on that one. Which will start out here. You see that it says character event, Tappers to the Golden Flames. So the first character you see is Yamiya. She's going to be the 5-star. The other 3 are 4-star characters. You have more chances to get the other 3 than you do her. And they also tell you at the bottom that you have 18 days and 21
Why not
hours to
keep me
unlock
company
them.
for a while? There'll be plenty of time for work later.
Then you got 1 wish and you got 10 wish. And like right now I'm going to click on 1 wish. It says I need 160 Primo Gems to unlock it. You can do anything in this game to unlock Primo Gems, so you don't gotta actually buy them, but I buy them anyways because it makes it quicker for me to get the character I want. But it is a pay to gain stuff quickly, but you don't have to spend money on this game. I just chose to. But in the next list is character event number 2.
Today's no good for going out.
All the characters are the same besides
Did I say that yesterday as well?
Mei Moko. The only thing that changes is that from Wish 1, the 5-star, and the Spencer. Well, it depends. Which actually I could probably get into it, but it probably will not show it. So I will go over it real quick. Which at least my broadcast is stopped, but my mic is not, so I can still do this. As in Genshin, you have some add-ons, but it's apparently not showing me all of them. But for $29, you can get 198 Genesis crystals, but you can transfer them to that. Actually, give me a second. I'm going to the store. Just remember, I can look at it in the store. Now you're back. I can actually show you this to the store, and it'll actually be more informational. So like right now you see 60 Genesis crystals is going to cost me under $1. With taxes it's going to be a little bit over $1. That's going to give me 60 Genesis crystals. That's going to be 60 Prima. The Primo crystals. Spending $4.99 USD, that's going to give me 300 crystals. But do mind, I paid for every single one of these. So right now until next month, these are all minus. Because like this one right here, the $99.99 for 6,480 Genesis crystals. I got a bonus of 6,480 Genesis crystals for buying that one for the first time. So I got over 1,200 for that one. Because from what I know, what I did, I bought
nearly
the
time for afternoon tea.
I bought the 64 and I bought the 1,980, and I had over 88 Prima gems I could use to get to use on characters. It allowed me to do a lot. But mind you, with everything I showed you, I've spent over $5,000 in this game.
Why not keep me company for a while? There'll be plenty of time for work later.
Don't have to spend the money, but I chose to spend the money anyways. It's a good game with a lot of stuff. Give me a minute. But there is a lot of few things in this game that are level related, and I would actually also show you
It's
that
nearly time for afternoon tea.
level relationship stuff in a few seconds. Because I can admit, I haven't done much with the story for a while. Because when I first started the game, I was running back and back with what I needed to do. They told me I needed to get to a level. I wasn't there yet. And I had to spawn up to get there. But after I got to the third map, that was a different ballpark. I have not had to stop yet because of level differences.
Why not keep me company for a while? There'll be plenty of time for work later.
But the PC is farther along than the console, so I'm actually stuck behind. I only got a little bit I can do left on this game before I hit a stalemate, and I gotta wait for the next update to happen, and I can go on with the story. So I'm in a stalemate. While you're good. You're good. You haven't started yet, so you haven't gone through the prologue yet, so you can go all the way up to chapter 4. Chapter 4-1 and everything before you hit a stalemate, unless it takes you a time frame to get up there. Because like right now, I'm not too far away from 4-1. It hasn't been released yet. I'm only saying about that you could continue on because you haven't started yet. So it'd probably take you a while to get there. But you don't need to stop in. I would actually show you another thing that would be actually good for you to know. Within the character listing, like for example with Tay, I'll go into her weapons and I'll click on the weapon she's using and pushing triangle or whatever button it is that you need to for enhance. It'll tell you what you need. By hitting R3, it'll tell you what you need. Like this item right here, I can only get it on Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So I got a little bit of time for it. This one will tell you what enemies I need to collect it from, which is helpful. But certain one of them, I know exactly where I gotta go.
Today's no good for going out.
The third item I need Celestial Gardens, which is right where I'm going right now. Which you also get a hint of the gameplay. I do the second hardest one. And before you start, you can always adjust your characters, so sometimes some of the dungeons will be different where they don't affect them much. Like Celestial Gardens, it's pretty much electric types are your best bet. Or anything that advance it.
Allow me.
And I'll say most people don't actually like having a travel in their party. But I'll show you one of the main good purposes of having a traveler in your party. It's like, right now, we're going to Tay. We can tell that I have hardly anything within this category, with this Denro. Which, if I fly over here towards this spot right here, which is a statue of the 7 for Animo. Like real quick, switch to Lisa. I click on the statue. It says worship statue, statue blessing, which statue blessing will allow me to heal myself. While like statue blessing, I go in there. It says up there for like worship statue, the molecules, I need 12 of them. And they said when I upgrade, towards the bottom it says required, and it says I only have 1. You can find them all over the place. Now I'm at 1 out of 2. Well, you seen how that was with Lisa. Now I switch to the Traveler. Now I have Resonate with Animo. I click on that. I just a little teeny tiny minor cutscene, and then going in there, my constellations, bam, it changed. Her elements changed. Like with this, bam, I do that. Depending on the area you go, everything changes. I go to not that place. In Azuma. Okay, where's the Tower of 7? There's the Tower of 7 right there. Whoop, wrong button. My bad. resonate with Electro. And I do electronic damage. And my constellation changes as well. Each of them changes, but like for a while until you get used to the game, Animo is the best. Which I'll try to show that real quick. I'm not going to change her status. Character, nope. Party. Switch to Lisa.
Give me a moment to compose myself.
With Venti. Let's give me a second to find an enemy to try to see if I can get this right.
Here we go.
Come on, come on.
Let's play.
Okay, he might have been the worst one to pick for that. Alright, her skill, I just applied Electro to him. You see how it's saying Electro charge now? I'm doing damage from having Electro and Water applied to each other. Characters like Venti, who's using Animo, you use Animo and you use Electric, you use a separate damage. You use Wind, you use a separate damage. Fire, you use a different damage. Animo, they're your starter damage levels. They will start a elemental chain. Causing elements, because like Animo is almost like wind, and that's usually controversial towards all the others. Which I need to go back to the garden because I still got stuff I gotta do there.
And see who can make the biggest splash.
Ooh, you're taking me out?
And this is another good way to change the characters when going into dungeons. They kind of stay afterwards for a little bit. But each dungeon changes, which I'll show you for an example. Like with Lisa, I'm using this Eye of Perception. I click on it, I go to Ascension, it shows that I gotta be level 50 to increase it. When it shows Miss Vale Primal Elixir, it shows up in the Thunder Ruins, and it only shows up on Thursdays, well, Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. And that's our time. So I can't actually grab any of these pieces until tomorrow. And that's including its weaker forms, because as you can see, that's 5 stars. There's all the way down to 2-star material for this. And you can gain them all on that specific day. The only thing that stays the same, like if I go into Tay and go into her weapon and go in Ascension, it says Monday, Thursday, and Sunday. I go in the next one, it says the monsters I need to claim. Say one of the monsters I need to claim. Usually the first item, there's a specific day that it needs to be claimed, but Sunday will always be up there. Sunday is the only day in the week that you can gain every item in the game and upgrade any character you need. So if you're trying to upgrade a person's weapon or their character, Sunday's the best. But characters leveling up changes. Like I go to L because like I need 6 of these, but I do not actually have the blueprint yet. I gotta get to 50 to get those. But these I do. I click on it, it says I need to get a Thundering Manifest. I click on X, bam, it pops up exactly where I find him. I click on him again. It navigates exactly where I find him. And for a great piece of information, like this little lady right here. I gotta get Simone Pearls from a Pyrokinesis. I activate the map, navigate to it, there he is. I go to this. And this is another good little fact. It's actually very nice to know in the beginning of the game. But characters are helpful to get there. I would not beat this boss if I did not have Kiyomi. Which also a benefit is from watching this boss fight, you know how to beat him.
Surrender and be gentle.
Inazuma shines eternal!
Billowing surge! Hold the line! Let's move out.
For him, you do not want those things to regenerate him or you go back into his flame mode and he's a pain in the ass.
Rest and rebuild!
Now the boss is done. It's gonna cost me 40 original resin to do it, and up in the top corner it says I have 661 out of 140. That's what I use to claim this. And there's my 2 smoldering pearls I needed. Which worked out great. Because now another example. We'll go with her because I want to upgrade her.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
I need electrohypothesis. I'll look it up and then navigate it. It's all the way over here. And it also shows up on the map, so right here
To survive hardship,
is where I
you
find
must-
that one. I go back to. I saw so me in Azuma because I'm not there yet. I'll go down there normally. I go back to Inazuma, which is down here.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always
Right
ready.
there's where I find the boss. So going back up here. I click on this dungeon, Eagle Gate. I go to Eagle Gate, Fallen Fortress. I don't gotta go to it. But I don't have to exactly go far for this boss. But also before I join it, I go back into these and I go to enemies. Click on them. Alright, it's not showing that I need to wait for it apparently. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
already ready.
publishing house.
But you can literally jump in between bosses. You fight one boss, you can jump back and fight the boss you immediately fought prior. So I needed
A brush
gens
maneuver.
from him,
Hold the line.
and for somebody else, I just could keep on fighting the same person over and over again and get what I need. And no matter what boss you fight, you have to hit them like that, especially when they're the cubed enemies.
Allow me. Covenants of the deep. Uphill battle.
Gonna play Tetris. You're only running away because nobody I have can take down those stems, so that's gonna be an endless battle. Right, the serendipity pot again. No, I'm on hold. Oh, there they both are.
To survive hardship, you must prepare for hardship.
And then the reason why I came here is this item right here that you get later on in the game. You can craft a lot of stuff from here without having to go to a city. And certain characters are great because, like, right now, Sucrose, he does nothing. I go up a bit. I got Mona. When she creates a weapon, it says equip, she has a 25% chance to refund a portion of the crafting material used. So I have a chance I can gain back what I used for this to get it. Which I didn't, but still. Better than nothing. Everything in here is actually pretty helpful. And when you use a character for a specific skill, they continue being there for it. Unless you haven't used a skill before. Some of them are good, some are bad. Like this one, I got 25% chance of recovering items, while this one, I got 10% of doubling what I craft. When it's doubling, I like to double it. And as you can see, instead of 8, I got 10 items. Doesn't always work though. Sometimes you won't get nothing out of it like I just did now. But that's where the character and everything comes in handy, because whatever you're using and etc., they tell you what they need, like with Her, they tell me the extent, the stuff I need to increase it, where to get it from. Then I go to her weapon, which will show an icon of who's using it. Like this weapon is being used by her. This item is being used by Lisa. This item is being used by Nilong. And this item is being used by Barbara. The others are being used by nobody. Well, besides that one, Yennefer and
Respect must be
the
given
other
to the will
person,
of every creature. Each
I don't know how
fish
to
in the
pronounce his
ocean
name,
swims in its own direction.
Sucrose and Mana. Which is another thing nice about the characters, he'll tell you what they do. Like with Kiyome. It says he uses a catalyst. I switched to Tay, she uses a sword. I switched to L, or Raigon Shogun, she uses a polearm. Lisa's a catalyst. Xiang's polearm. She's bow. They will go through and tell you what items they use, so that you'll be able to equip it. And what makes it nice is that if I go to a bow user, there's all my bows. I go over one of my swords,
Yaya Publishing
bam,
House
there's
has
all my
released numerous
swords.
works that lay out military strategy in a simple and pragmatic way.
It only shows
Those
you
are my
what
favorite.
you need to be able to equip to that person, to what items they use for weaponry. Which now I get into constellations. The worst one for constellations would actually be Tay. Or the Traveler, whoever you start with, because there's always change. Like if I go into constellations, it will say, for the first constellation, Storm of Thundering Brutality. Number of abandoned omelets can be generated using Lightning Blade is increased by 3%. Violent
To survive hardship,
Hermance,
you must
Constellation
prepare
Level
for
2.
hardship.
When falling thunder created by bellowing thunder hits an opponent, it will decrease their electro resistance by 15% per 18 seconds. Dissonant Crackling. Increase the level of blundering thunder by 3%. Maximum level increase to 15. Fickle Cloud Strike, Constellation 4. You're going up to Constellation 6. When a character obtains amulets generated by Lightning Blade. If this character energy is less than 35%, the character's energy is restored by the amulet is increased by 100%. Which that runs into talents. Normal attacks. Foreign Thunderblade. Normal attacks does up to 5 rapid strikes. Charge attack assumes a certain amount of stamina to unlock 2 rapid sword strikes.
Each fish in the ocean
Plummeting
swims in its own
attacks
direction.
plunged from mid-air to strike the ground below, damaging opponents along the path and dealing EA damage upon impact. And I'll show you each one of them.
Now you shall perish.
This would be normal attacks, which I have to leave here. So let's go to Monostat. Let's go to Star Lake. Will also respond to your message. Like, this is the 5 hits. That's the combo for this one. And then with this one, it does that. But let me find an enemy and I'll show you it. I have an enemy around here somewhere.
Now you shall perish.
Okay, I picked the wrong location. Alright. Lemuria. You know what? Let's one up it better. Inazuma. It's going to change what I want to show, but at the same time, it's going to say the information. So let's go to the other two characters. So first, right on Shogun, or as I like to call her, L, because that's actually her name. I go into Constellations. Omniscience Centers. Chakra Discernment will gather resolve even faster. When electro characters use their elemental burst, the resolve gained is increased by 80%. When character of other element types uses their elemental burst, the resolve gained is increased by 20%. That comes in handy because her ultimate attack runs on what you can gain from the resolve, so that comes in handy. Steelbreaker, when using Miso na Hatsuye and Miso Ishin state applied by Secret Art Miso Hashin, the Raiden Shogun's attack ignores 60% of enemies' damage. Senkage Bygones, Constellation 3, increase the level of Secret Art Miso Sensetsu by 3%, increase it by 15. When the Miso Instant state applied by Secret Art Miso Inshin expires, all nearby party members, including the Raigan, excluding the Shogun, gains 30% bonus attack damage for 10 seconds. Shogun's Descendant, increase the level of Transmute Baleful Omen by 3%, increased by 15. And then the final constellation, Wishbearer, Bearer level 6 constellation. While in Mishu Ancient state applied by Secret Art Mishu Shinsetsu, attacks by the Shogun that are considered parts of her elemental burst will decrease all nearby party members, not including Shogun herself, elemental burst CD by it when they hit an opponent. This effect can trigger once every 1 second, and it can trigger a total of 5 times during Mushin Inshin's duration. And when they're calling about CD, that's cooldown. So they're saying that it's going to cool down faster every time you hit an enemy. So you can use it a lot quicker. That's her constellations. Going through her talents, which is part of her constellations, her normal attacks, which is organs, she does 5 consecutive spear strikes, a certain amount of stamina to perform a onward slash, and the pummeling to the ground to strike the ground below, damaging opponents around the path and dealing area of damage, area of environment damage upon impact. Transcendence Bashful Omen. The Raiden Shogun unveils a shield of her Infthumia, dealing electro damage to nearby enemies and granting nearby party members the Eye of Storm's Judgment. When characters with this buff attacks and deals damage to opponents, the Eye will unleash a coordinated attack dealing electro damage to the opponent. Characters who gain the Electro Damage Judgment will have their Electro Burst damage increased based on the electro cost of the elemental burst during the Eye's duration. Sacred Art Musho Shinsetsu. Gathering Truths Unleash and Wishes Countless. The Shogun unleashes the Mishu no Hachi and deals area damage damage around the area of electro damage using Ishin in combat for a certain duration afterwards. Damage dealt by Toshi and Ishin attacks will be increased based on the number of chakra resolved stacks consumed when this skill is used. Wishes Unnumbered. When party members gain electro orbs or particles, targets then gained 2 resolved stacks. This occurs every 3 seconds. Enlightened One. Every 1 second above 100% energy charge that the Shogun possesses grant her 0.6 greater energy restoration from Ishin. 4% electro damage bonuses. And this next one is the ones that you want to pay attention to. When you're looking at talent towards their bottom one, that's a passive talent that's perfect. More for Shogun, hers more expanded when extending swords and pole arms is increased by 50%. So when I'm upgrading weapons and swords and pole arms or spears for which be pole arms, I pay less money for them than I normally would just from unlocking her. Everybody's changed. It's like Nilong. I go into her talents. Her very final one is Chief Del Coruscant, but she's actually a cook. So when Shenlong cooks a attack boosting dish perfectly, she gains a 12% chance of receiving double the product, which I'll show that next. But certain characters, like actually my special lady right here, which is a 5-star, her final talent is called Flawless Strategy. Kiyomi Sadagame has a 25% healing bonus, but a 100% decreased critical rating. So this character right here, right now, because of that skill right now, she can't do no critical hits. But her healing is better than everybody else's. Then I got this other passive skill right here that no other character has besides one other person. Princess of Watasumi. It decreases stamina consumption from my party by 20% while I'm swimming. So while I have her or another character in my party, I lose less stamina while I'm swimming in water. Which would be her and her. They both have the same, except for her skill would be Conqueror of Tides. Decrease swimming stamina consumption by your own party members by 20%. But do note that if you get her and her, they're both 20%. By having both of them, it does not make your percentage go to 40. You're going to cut your stamina by 20%. That skill does not stack no matter who they are. Because pretty much showing it, if it says on there, not stackable with passive skills that provide the same effect, if it says that, if anything does the exact same thing, it will not stack. So if something increases by 12%, if you're making attack-based items, it's not going to work. Which I'll show that also. Which, if I'm going too far in explanation, Storm, just send me a message through Messenger and I'll slow down a little. Because I'm also going into the cooking aspect. Which I fucked up. I had a better place to go than that. Which I'll show you like right here. I got a oven so I can cook stuff. I got all these dishes I can cook. Let's activate those. Those are dishes I can cook now. But these items I can cook if I have the ingredients for it. Like right now I need 1 wheat to create a flour. I got almost 1,000 of it. And it tells me I need 1 minute to create one of them. So if I go to cook, I can go all the way up to max, which I will go up to and put a number. I'll just throw in random numbers and go down to done, and bam, 99. Enter that, and boom, it's cooking, and it's going to take me 99 minutes to cook all of these. So it's going to take 3 hours to cook all that, but that equips all that stuff. But back to these dishes. Down at the bottom, you'll see filter / all. If I push the left stick on my controller, I have all. I have recipes. I have recovery dishes, which is 47, and I got attack boosting dishes, which I click on that. Bam, I got nothing but attack-based dishes. And like this one, for example, fried radish balls. They will increase my party's attack by 60 to 95 per 330 seconds. Unless in co-op mode, that will only work for myself. So like if me and you working together and I use this or you use this, if you use it, it only works for you. If I use it, it only works for me. Now if I click on it, it's going to ask me to cook it manually, which I'm going to cook it manually, which I'll explain that in a second. But if I go all the way up, Zhongling. When Zhongling cooks his attack boosting dish perfectly, she has a 12% chance to receive bonus of product, which I read to you earlier. So now I know that if I cook anything attack related, I can use her and I could possibly upgrade it. Now if I go into it, which I'll show it perfectly right now, manual, which give me a second, you want me to do it. It went up to proficiency 3. I just got 1 bonus item because of her being the cook. And finally, as you see right now, I just hit level 10 and it says automatically be able to cook. So if you noticed before, It said item detail by pushing R3, X to hit cooking manually, and O to leave. Now there's auto cook. Once I get up to the levels for efficiency, I can auto cook items. And always say it, because like right in here, it shows it. Like right now, these are 10 to 10. Satisfying salad is 10 to 10. Almond tofu is 1 to 10. But here's another cool factor. Like for example, like right now I click on this. We have the character I'm using right now. It's always going to be her if I didn't use an item before that. Deanna and Barbara, they both have the same thing. If I get a perfect cooking, I got a 12% chance of cooking the same dish. But then if you notice underneath it, I have cayenne. Make a special dish. So, let's cook manually. And right now it says delicious chicken mushroom skewer. Restores 10% of maximum health and additional 1,1200 HP to selected character. A sure of mushroom and poultry. All the best in wild has a offer as pierced on just one stick. I got 45 of them. Now let's exit out of this and now let's go to auto cook. I can create 99. So let's go into this. Let's create 18. See what happens. Bam, there we have it. Yeah, there we have two different colors. So if I click on this one, bam, that's all the same information. Delicious chicken mushroom skewer. Now I exit out and I click on this one, Feudy skewer. Restores 16% of maximum health and an additional 1,350 HP to selective character. And then underneath the information, cayenne specialty, a chewy skewer with a rich savory aftertaste. Wait, is that really the smell of the fruit? Every character has their own special dish and it changes up. So like after that I go up to the fried eggs. I got Kiyome. She will create the standard fried eggs. Perfect dishes. And then, of course, I got Bennett. Same thing as last time. We'll create 15. Bam, collect. Revives a character to restore 150 life. This is mainly used to bring back your dead characters. Now I go over to this. Revives a character, restores 10% of maximum health and restores an additional 150. Bennett's specialty. It'll always change if you have the character out there. That says Kiyome. That says Kiyome. Apparently, it's going back to what they were supposed to be. But always going in by pushing square and see what the character does, it'll show you. Amber has her special gift. But cooking and normal always help to know what you're doing. Like steak revives the character to 50 to 150 HP. I go back up to the steak, the exact same thing, and the egg, the exact same thing. So it's those two items are going to be the exact same thing. Even this one, 50 and 150. I go into that, I click on that, and then I go up to Ning Long because I know who makes it. I create 15. It's going to tell me I'm going to need, it's going to go up by 16%. Oh, nope, this one's by 10%. Okay, the percentage changes depending on the items, but still, the specialties are always going to be higher than the others, and every character has their own specialty. And you're only going to know if they don't have a specialty if you go up to it, like right here. When the character's cooking, perfect score, and then it goes to no character bonuses. You get nothing out of them from cooking. I back out. I go to more meat. And then I got 12% chance of attaining double product, 12% chance of obtaining double product, may make a special dish. Anyone that says may make a special dish is going to be an upgraded version of whatever that thing is. Every item in this game, there is a character that can make that item. And so pretty much like that steak that I tried to make earlier. Okay, nope. I already got that character. Okay, so okay, this one right here, the radish vegetable soup. It doesn't show a make create special dish, so I don't have actually the character that can create it. But every dish in the game, there is one character that can create a special dish of that item that is there. So every character has their uniqueness. And I mean, I'll show you right now. I'm a major cook. Because right here are my cooking items. 11, 18, 11, 5, 1, 7. And those don't really sound like much. But then I got 11, 21, 20, 55, 22, 110. Some of the items that go up high. But when you also go up later in the game, like right here, you got Sarah. I go into, can I get food from you? You have those items you can buy to help you out. Not really good. And then you got certain items like jam, crab ropes. And it'll tell you what all you can buy, like flour. I can only buy 10, so if I buy it at 10, then it goes right down here. Sold out. They will not be able to be bought again until tomorrow. You have to actually wait until after midnight to buy it again. And then you got recipes you buy from them. But each of these are all level related. You actually have to get your adventure level up so high so you can unlock them. But you can buy dishes and ingredients from them, which they come in handy. And then the next person that comes in handy are shopkeepers, general stores. Each of them changes. And here it's Blanche, which is right across from the cooking store. You go in her inventory and then do the exact same thing. What do you want to? What do you have for sale here? And then bam, you got 1,000 fucking 100 salt, which I got over 1,000 of it. I hit the button, and do you mind you? I got a shitload of money, so I can actually do this and not be affected by it. And there are actually daily challenges. I'll get into that next after I completely show the cooking stuff. But all the ingredients I just bought from there, do mind you, some of the stuff changes. Like one specific item. Let's see if it's in here. Nope, it's not in that one. This is my creating items. Not that one. Not that one. Okay, I don't see them. weird. It should show me where my items are that I bought. Of how much I got of the other stuff. Or is it in here? No, it does not. But either way. Back to my original show. Okay. I need pyro, so let's go to character select, party select. Go to Liz, switch. And each of the characters are going to show icons up there. Like, up there, blue, that's water. Purple, electro. Red, fire. Orangish yellow, that is earth. The lighter blue with a crystal, that is ice. And then a weird butterfly looking one, that's animo. That works for any element. So for like fire-based stuff, you want a fire user. And then bam, fire started. Now I go over here, click on this, and bam, I just gain 14 flour. But I go over here, it says for raw meat, I need 8 chilled meat. That's rare to get a hold of. I will explain that another day how to get that, because that's difficult. A fish is in fishy spots. Now, like cream, it says here milk. You need milk to make cream, and you've seen where I just bought it from. I click on, I back out of it, I click on it, and bam, I can buy cream, and bam, it's going to take me 3 minutes to craft it. I can do that with everything unless I have the items, because some of the stuff you can't buy in stores. Some you can, but you can't get much. Like you seen earlier, I can only create 10 sugar. Ma'am, I'm creating 99 right now. It's going to take me a little over 2 minutes, but still. As long as you have the items, you can get doing it. So, most of the time, I will actually go in and buy stuff from the store, but it also comes in handy because, like, this icon right up here, Battle Pass. I'll show you that real quick.
There was a glorious kingdom
I'll let you watch
established
this.
among the heavens. From that kingdom came a crowned heir, tasked with seeking out the Genesis Pearl from the kingdom of darkness. The first crowned heir began her journey of seeking the pearl. But she was deceived, and the memory of her noble origins faded. She now believed that she was the queen of the kingdom of darkness. But take heart. A second crowned heir had already taken up the path where the first had stumbled. This
Fireworks are for now, but friends are forever.
I really feel foolish because she actually quit watching, so I've been explaining all this stuff.
Now you shall perish.
She's not even been on. Oh, it's fine. It's just I just realized you weren't even on and I've been explaining all this stuff, so I've been just talking to nobody.
Wait, isn't that Tabby? What's she doing in the cat's tail? Tabby!
Ah, it's you two.
What are you doing here? Wait, and how did you get out of the Serena teapot? You can do that?
Of course I can. Ah, but this is your first time seeing me outside of the teapot realm, isn't it? Although the Adepti created teapot spirits primarily to manage and maintain their teapot realms. For instance, there's Jade Seeker, who travels far and wide to gather the rarest... But it is true that I, in contrast, rarely leave the teapot realm at all.
Ah, Paimon gets it. Huh. Well, since you so rarely leave, what's the occasion today?
As curious as I am to know how the drinks here differ from those in Liyue. No.
What reason is that?
And as it happens, it has something to do with the Traveler, too. Well, as I'm sure you've discovered, with the rising popularity of Genius Invocation TCG, inviting a friend to a duel in the tavern has become a fun way to pass the time. There's just one little problem. Many invitees currently have to travel an enormous distance to get here, turning the whole thing into quite an ordeal. I have therefore been sent here to create a little game room using the same Adeptus art as is used to construct teapot realms. That way, anyone with an invitation will need only to think the thought, and they will instantly appear in the game room. You will be free to use the room whenever you wish to invite a friend to duel, and it will be far more straightforward for them to take you up on the offer.
Wow, this will make things. But what if Margaret finds out? She's not gonna get mad at you for renovating her tavern with your Adeptus arts.
That shouldn't be a problem, since the realm will not be physically located within the cat's tail. Besides, we obviously sought the owner's permission in advance. She was quite enthusiastic. Oh, Liyue's Adepti arts sound pretty useful. Could you double the size of the tavern while you're at it? Unfortunately, my mastery of Adeptus arts is not sufficient to achieve this.
Huh. Yeah, that does sound like something Margaret would say.
Yeah, straight it sounds like someone Margaret would say.
Anyway, it's great that you're here. I was expecting to have to wait until your next visit to the Teapot Realm to fill you in. Right then, Okay, that should do it. Over to you. Now you can invite friends to duel with you in this room wherever in the world they are. And I almost forgot. A guy from the tavern wanted me to say this. Hope you will have fun playing Genius Invocation TCG. If it's only a few games, by all means.
Let's finish this, swiftly.
There is no escape!
Fuck. Damn it.
Are you ready for my next move? Now you shall perish!
In the name of the Prinzessin!
Flash!
Let's turn into a deadly game.
By royal decree.
Storm the front!
I can do it.
Illusion shattered!
Fuck. Hey, UA. Ow. UA, I can't see my TV with you on my way, woman. UA. UA, I am trying to get L's card. Oh, get off my throat, dog. Um. When I'm on North End, I need. Damn it, I don't even know what I need.
Quiver!
No, so I need to figure out real quick why the other dog got upstairs. Trying to see my luck. apologize about the group. I don't care about it anymore. Not really, probably.
It appears that I have prevailed.
Go get coffee, woman. Alright, that's not gonna call it a night on this one.